To look at the future of the NBA, and joining us is ESPN's Malika Andrews, host of NBA Today and NBA Countdown. We're used to talking virtually. Now we have you in the studio.
I am so excited to be here and talking about the future of the NBA.
Exactly. We dragged you in on a Saturday morning, but we're excited to have you at a big week at the draft.
Yeah.
And one of the big storylines, Bronny James getting drafted by the Lakers, gets to play with his dad. It's going to be quite a moment, but what are the real expectations for him in his rookie year?
Yeah, you know, I think his rookie year, I expect him to spend some time developing in the G League, just getting a little bit of time under his belt here. I do think he's going to be playing impactful NBA minutes. It's just going to take him a little bit. And you're a parent. I don't think that we can lose sight of the fact that Bronny James, a year ago, he suffered cardiac arrest and he missed 5 months of instrumental basketball development. So to fast forward a year, and the fact that he's been drafted into the NBA, playing for the same team as his father, we get to see the first father-son duo ever in the NBA. And it's not just any player.
Right.
It's LeBron James, one of the best players of all time. I don't think that's something that we can lose sight of.
And the fans are going to love it, too, it seems. I mean, not that they have any issues selling tickets to the Lakers games, but that's going to be a lot of fun to watch. All right, let's talk about the #1 pick.
Yes, sir.
Zachary Risa-Shea.
Yep, you nailed it.
Okay, I was working. We interviewed him earlier this week on GMA, and he came in such a nice guy from France, drafted #1 by the Atlanta Hawks. And the interesting thing here, this is 2 years in a row a Frenchman has been drafted #1 in the NBA.
Yeah, and I really think that speaks to the globalization that we are seeing of the game right now, because it wasn't just Zachary Risa-Shea, it's also Alex Sarr, who right now is the favorite to win Rookie of the Year. But I think that is a race that really is wide open that we are going to see here. But I think that it speaks to the fact that American talent, they're kind of looking over their shoulder right now. We're going to see that on the Olympic stage, especially this summer. But Zachary Risa-Shea, his team already looks much different than it did 3 days ago when he was drafted. They traded DeJounte Murray, one of their star players, to the New Orleans Pelicans. We're not sure yet the future of Trae Young. And so it's going to be interesting to see his development on this young team.
One of the things, I'm going to move on to the next question in just a second, but one thing that was interesting in talking to him, he talked about the professional development from a young age overseas and how that really helped him mature.
Right, because these players, one thing that you inevitably see at some point in American basketball, a coach is going to say, okay, the big guys go over here and the smaller guards go over there. In Europe, we don't see that. And so they get the skills of all of the different positions in a different way than we sort of teach basketball here in America.
Quickly, free agent moves, what are we looking at here?
This is the summer of Paul George. And I know everyone right now at home, what they are doing is they are watching us on GMA and they are watching what Paul George is going to decide today. He needs to make a decision in the next couple of hours. Is he going back to the Los Angeles Clippers, or is he going to enter free agency? And there is a myriad of teams that are waiting with bated breath to see what he does, including the Golden State Warriors. That could affect the future of a player like Klay Thompson. A little closer to where we are now, the Philadelphia 76ers. They have an eye on Paul George. We are going to see so much movement after he makes that decision later today.
Looking forward to that. Malika, thank you so much for stopping by. Come back anytime.
I appreciate you having me.